Hi, I'm Mike Reichenbach, an Extension Educator with the University of Minnesota Extension, based at the Cloquet Regional Extension Office. I worked with Angie Gupta, Extension Educator from the Rochester Regional Extension Office, to develop this presentation. We've been working with Minnesota woodland owners for a combined total of more than 35 years, and we're excited to provide this introduction to developing a plan for your woodland property. In this video, I will introduce 3 types of woodland ownership plans, and I'll explain why planning is an important task for landowners. I hope that by the end of this presentation, you'll see the importance of reflecting on what you and your family believe is most important about your woodland. Woodland ownership planning is a process that includes a combination of activities, documents, and tools. Creating a plan for your woodland property is a long-term proposition that will transcend your lifetime. As you develop a plan, know and be able to share with your forester your personal reasons for owning woodland. For example, be able to answer the following questions. What for you is special about your property? How did you acquire the property? Is this family property or is it a new purchase? And what activities do you enjoy when you are at your woodland? Your forester or resource professional will be able to help you begin the process of developing realistic goals. When I work with landowners who are at the beginning stages of planning, I ask them to start by thinking about what is important to them. I encourage you to start there as well. Spend time thinking about what is special about your property, to you, to your family, and to others who may use your land. You may have some ideas about what you want to do with the land and some dreams about what might be possible. You will want to consider the past, present, and future development of the forest. In other words, how did the forest become what they are today? And what do you see in the future? Natural resource professionals can help you take this information and then develop your goals. Goals have specifics with projected dates for accomplishment. A natural resource professional will help you balance the importance of the property to you, your capacity to conduct the work, the ecology of the woodland, legal constraints, local markets for products, and more. One tool that many landowners have found helpful is the heirloom scale. On one side of the scale, you consider your property to be just one of the financial assets in your portfolio, and nothing more sentimental than that. On the other end of the scale, you consider your property to be a priceless family heirloom that is to be protected at all costs. Where on the scale do you place yourself, and why? A plan is not a single, all-encompassing document. Instead, planning is a combination of your aspirations, goal setting, and documentation. As part of the Master Woodland Owner Program, you will become familiar with the Woodland Stewardship Plans, Conservation Activity Plans, and My Land Plan, each of which I'll talk about briefly in the next few slides. Regardless of the type of plan, plans will provide you with a means to achieve what you want. They are creative solutions that take into account the biological constraints of the land, your financial realities, and your personal values. How will you act on your hopes and dreams? A woodland stewardship plan will help you take action when needed. Also, a stewardship plan is one requirement to be eligible for special property tax treatment or incentive programs. It can also be an important tax document by describing your business intentions. For example, including a goal in your plan that you are increasing the volume and value of your woodland provides evidence that may elevate the management of your woodland from a business to a business, from what would be considered a hobby. If you don't already have a stewardship plan or have one and need to update it, contact a forest stewardship plan preparer, and a list of plan preparers can be found at My Minnesota Woods. That's www.myminnesotawoods.umn.edu. Conservation Activity Plans. The Conservation Activity Plan can qualify you for cost share for specific woodland management activities from the Natural Resource Conservation Service. These are brief plans and lay out what you need to do to get that cost share. To find out what management activities might be eligible, contact your county's Natural Resource Conservation Service. And the final plan, My Land Plan, is a planning tool that allows you to develop your own plan and record your own management activities. It includes a base map which you can use to delineate your woodland boundaries, or show trails, or show access roads. And we will introduce you to My Land Plan as part of Module 2 of the Master Woodland Owner Program. So there are others who can help you plan, and planning is a process that involves many activities and the development of one or more documents, but you don't have to do this alone. During this course, you may consider contacting a wide variety of people, including foresters, natural resource professionals, an attorney, certified public accountant, banker, and perhaps a chartered life underwriter. A forester can help you develop goals that can be acted on and provide prescriptions for the management of your woodland. Involving a forester is particularly important if you wish to improve the health and value of your woodland. Other natural resource professionals may also be part of the planning team. You may also want to include someone with a background in soils or with wildlife or fisheries experience. It is likely you will work with more than one natural resource professional. If you are planning for the transfer of your land from one generation to the next, your planning team members might include an attorney, a certified public accountant, a banker, or insurance agent. The attorney should have expertise and experience with forest land transfer. The attorney will help guide you in the selection of options for estate planning. The attorney may also draft a will and other legal documents. A certified public accountant may be needed to advise on estate, gift, and income tax laws. A banker can administer trusts. A chartered life underwriter can develop an insurance program that will provide the kind and amount of insurance required to meet the estate's expected financial needs. To summarize, the planning process includes recognition of your values, your hopes, your dreams in relation to the history of the woodland, its current condition, and your desired future condition of the land. If you don't already have a woodland stewardship plan, plan writer or forester can help you develop one. If you already have a plan, consider updating it at least once every 10 years. The conservation plans that the Natural Resource Conservation Service has will help you develop specific activities for your woods, and then My Land Plan is a planning tool that you can use to develop your own plans. So I want to thank you for listening to this presentation, and please post your questions in the Master Woodland Owner module. Thank you.